We got us one. We've got us one. Little smallmouth. Little smallmouth. Let it tire itself out here. Well, they are some tough fish, you know it. Come on. Come here, buddy. Come here. We got you. Oh, that's a good sized smallmouth. It's bigger than I thought it was. Oh, dug into my finger with them teeth just then. Or my thumb, rather. Alright. We got it out of there. There we go. That's not a bad looking fish at all. It's not bad. How long that baby is. Put him on my arm here. It gives me a rough estimate. That's about 16 inches. That's not bad for a creek bass, especially. 16 inches. I should have brought my GoPro down here and done some underwater releases. There you go, buddy. There he goes. He's tired. I wore him out. All right. So he liked the hellgrammite. Go back out there and see if we can get another one. Just working a little long slow. Just let it sit. Spin the reel a little bit. Just spin that reel a little bit and let it sit there and get hung up in the rocks and everything. That's about it. I'm gonna mess around and lose it. See if I can get up this way and get it out of there. Probably not. I think I broke it off. If it did, I got another hook. And I got... No, I did not break it off. So what do you know about that? It just happened to come loose. Alright, let's get a different hellgrammite. That one's about had it. Get my... right there's the nail weight I'm using. Put that hellgrammite, use one in my pocket. Don't want to throw it out there on the bottom or nothing like that. Alright, and then we just take that and put it right in the end, in the head of that hellgrammite right there. Just like so. And just push it down through him. Get it down in there and get some weight on it. There we go. Got it in there. Then we take our hook here. Get that out from around the end of my pole. Alright. So we take our hook right here with no weight on there whatsoever. And we run that in at the end of his head right there, about right beside that weight for about maybe 1/8 of an inch, 1/4 of an inch at the most. Alright, run it up that hook. And then you turn it around here and see where it's right there between them legs, or right there about the base of that leg is where the bend of the hook is. So what you want to do, you want to push him up there and run the tip of that hook right through there where that bend was. And I like to run it all the way out the other side, like that. Get it on there good and straight. Now it's straight on the hook, just like that. It's weedless, and we're ready to go. And maybe, just maybe, we'll catch another one like that. That was a nice fish right there. 16 inches. And you can't hardly beat that out of these creeks. They do like hellgrammites though. Hellgrammites are smallmouth's favorite food. Right over there. And two, without that light of weight on it, and this light rig rod here is, it's like 6-pound test line. It's a 6-pound test line. It's a light action rod here, and it's a proficiency rod. And it's actually medium light action, but you take that little line and that light of weight with no more weight than that is, and you can throw it out there a long ways. It'll go a long ways, and when it hits that water, it's just kind of it's not a big crash. And if anything, it'll look more like a minnow hitting top, and maybe draw some attention to itself instead of spooking stuff away. And the shore is peaceful out here. I had to take some time off work to have some stuff done at my Airbnb, getting pest control to spray their annual spray and check for termites and stuff again. Had to take off to do that. They'll be there in an hour or so, and it gives me time to get there. I had a guy come out and give me an estimate on putting me up a pond levee at my house. And it's going to be more expensive than what I thought, but I would end up with about a half-acre pond. So if anybody wants to help me out there, I need $15,000 to put up a pond levee. If I get enough subscribers on here, I might be able to afford $15,000 in a few years. Okay, that might have been the only smallmouth in this area. Not. They just ain't hitting real good. But man, he was a nice one. He was a nice one. See that hellgramite right there on the bottom? See, that's how it looks in the water. It just goes along there. And if I reel it, it comes up and goes back down. All right. Let's go out there. Let it float down with that current for a minute. Just let it do its thing. Get over them twigs of grass right there. And then open that bail and let it just float on down. We'll see what happens. The water's clear. I can see a hellgrammite out there on the bottom. And there's no fish around it. Right there, so I'm gonna try another cast or two out here. Now, if they're laid up under them rocks like that right out there under them rocks, you probably got to bring it right by them to get them to grab it. So, don't mean they're not in here because they ain't hitting. It just means I ain't put it in front of him yet. I see one right there. I see one right out there on the bottom. Not real big, but he's out there. So they're in here. They're in here. He was right straight out in front of me. I seen him moving up the light hit him. I mean, they'll blend in with the bottom. They'll blend in with the bottom of that creek. About the same color, green color. But if they turn just right and that light hits them, you can see them. Tell you what, I'm gonna change out here. Take that hellgrammite off, pull my weight out of it. Pull the weight out of it. Alright. Take him off. We'll stick him in my pocket over here, in the used pocket. Alright, now here is what I'm aiming to go to. Let me see here. Where'd I stick them? Here. Right there. We got these yums. Yum dinger. And this is a watermelon flake. And it's short. It's not long like I usually use. And that might be the subtle attraction that I get these here. I'm going to stick this bullet weight down in there. I call it bullet weight. It's a nail weight. Just run it right down the middle of that worm. Just like so. I'm going to take the end of that hook and put on it and push it on down in there. A little further. Get it on down in there. Alright. It's way down in there now. And we're going to hook this up the same way we did that hellgrammite. Run it through about 1/4 of an inch. Run it up on that hook. Alright, same way with that while ago. Right there's the bend of your hook right there. On that little red flake right there. So we'll take it and put the hook tip right through their bite. Pull it right down there on that. And there you are. It's a good and straight on your hook. Got the weight inside there. And we're going to go out there and see if they like that one. We're going to see if they like this one. That's a little heavier than the hellgrammite was. It looks good in that water too. If I was fish, I think I'd eat it. There we go. Way down yonder in the Philippines. Oh, got one. We got us one. Yes, we do. He's in them. He's up in them weeds, so I hope I don't break his line. Come on out of there, buddy. All right, he's out there in the weeds. I'll let him swim out. Get it out there. Go on out. Give him some line. Let him swim out there. There we go. We're going to get him out of there. Oh, yeah, he's coming out now. There we go. We got him. Go ahead. Wear yourself out there, little fella. Go ahead. Well, you see what I did to get him out of those lily pads when he got hung up in there. I knew he wasn't hung up that bad probably, but this line is light and I didn't want to break it. So what I did is so what I've done, I just loosened off that drag real loose and let him swim out of there. Look right there in his mouth. Look there in his mouth. You see that? Where's my camera at here? Right there. See that in his mouth right there? He got a crawdad down his mouth. Got a crawdad in his mouth. Yes, he does. He's not real big, but man, look how fat that belly is on that thing. I mean, they fix to spawn out right here before long. Look at that belly on him. That's female. That's a little female. You can tell by the mascara she's wearing. All right, there you go, baby girl. Back in there. There she goes out there. Going out in the middle. That was fun. All right. Go out here and see if I can catch one out there in that spot. She wasn't as big as that first one, but she was just as fun. Uh-oh, I got in that rock again. I'll come around here. And if I break off, I'll have to put me on another hook and go back to the Helker ride or something, maybe. I tell you what, if it breaks off, I'm gonna go to a spinnerbait. We're gonna see what a spinnerbait does. Come on. I think it broke off that time. It broke off that time. It did. All right, and we got a booyah. I got a booyah hanging right here underneath the camera on my harness. A little hole right there. Right there's a booyah. It's yellow and black with a yellow blade and a silver blade. And we're going to put it on there. Catch one with that one. How about that? We just do multiple baits and see what we can do with this for a little while, and then I gotta get out of here and run up to the Airbnb and meet them guys, and we'll do some more this afternoon. All right, get that through there. Bet y'all didn't know it's how you can tell the male from females by the mascara. See, fish ain't got it like people, and people you can't tell if it's a boy or girl wearing mascara sometimes. They both want to do it nowadays. I better behave myself. But I do believe that I can catch one on spinnerbait too. All right, so let's get it out there. This is getting to be a little bit of fun. A little bit of fun. Spinnerbait was making them bait fish jump up out of the water. All them minnows out there. Little old brim grabbed it. Little old brim grabbed it. Or a little rock bass. That's a little rock bass. Goodness gracious, boy. What are you doing grabbing that? Them rock bass like them spinnerbait, so I've caught a bunch on spinnerbait. Bunch of them on spinnerbait. He ain't bigger than nothing, but he come and grabbed it. I watched him get it. Alright, little rock bass there. Got anything in your throat? No. Alright, back in the water. Boom. There he goes. Little rock bass on spinnerbait. That was worth it. That was worth it. Let's get back out there and see what else I hit it.